Hello YouTube, welcome to, I think it's part 3 of the car stereo boombox build. Been kind of slow progress, most of the weather. Well, I've run out of wood. I've had to go gather wood from various sources just to come out here and heat the shed. Anyway, enough whining about the weather, and it's snowing in April. We got separate panels here for our speakers, okay? And this has some window screen back there, some fiberglass screen, keeps the critters out in case there is any heat in there. Down here that's kind of messy, that's that Gorilla Glue, how bad it expands. I want a lot of you can see it. I built a little shelf here to hold the radio exactly level. In fact, this was tight, you had to tap it with a hammer to get it adjusted. So then we glued it. We had the wood wet, we wetted both sides, and that's one reason it really foams when you wet the wood. Back here, just a little piece of aluminum. I don't know if you can see it. That's a real thin piece of aluminum. I mean, there's just, you really can't even get the tip of the pencil in here, the gap of this. I mean, this thing barely fit in this box of dimensions. This hole is bigger than what the screw is, so we can go up and down. There's 2 screws drove from the other way, which I cut off. They're just these common wood screws, or sheetrock screws. So neck adjustment pulls, and I bent this forward. This was bent forward, so when I started, or bent backwards I should say, so I started tightening it, pulled the radio in tight. So the radio is tight. I don't think I'm going to have to do anything else with it. If you wobble the radio, it may move. See that? But basically it sets level. And of course the wires, like say this is the left side. Of course we're looking from the back. It goes this way, so you got to cross them. You know, they couldn't have put them on the appropriate side, right? This is just some heat shrink tubing just slid over here just to keep them bundled. You know, left and right front, left and right rear. You got an antenna wire, power antenna. Your ground, your hot, and your yellow is your memory. We're going to hook those two together. We're probably going to end up with a car battery to run this. Our little battery will hold the memory, but after a few days it does start wearing down. Okay, off to here. Now remember, this is 3/4 inch sticks, so that's why it's just barely made it up to here with the saw. And here's here to center this. So these are centered if you look at the side. This way, included the whole thing. I'm trying to keep the glare from the windows. Front speakers, what we're going to do is, on these, we're going to drill the hole bigger, okay? So we only need to have the screw like gripping half the wood because we want to make this easy to install. So we're going to make what's called a clearance hole from the other side. We're going to drill our drill bit screw holes, okay? But we're going to make it bigger so it doesn't have to grab any wood till it gets halfway down. Otherwise, you could break a screw, or it just takes a lot to screw it in there. We do have little metal clips, which I'll take a picture of. That once I got the speaker and I could screw them on her, can I kind of act like a extra locking thing? Well, it just depends. Okay, now one of these speakers, the wires is going to be this direction, so I have to hook the wires up first before I install the speaker. No biggie, we'll go ahead and install it once, get the screws lined, and then we'll take it out and install the wires. That's whatever gauge speaker wire. I'm sorry I can't tell you, my brain forgets. This is lamp cord. This is off a house lamp. This is the same gauge wire on the inside as this wire. The only thing is, this stuff's a little bit thicker. So we're using this on the big speakers. And this will be used on the side speakers. We got just enough ends. Now, we're not going to solder speaker wires. They have terminal clips. We may squeeze these down a little bit with the pliers once they're on to make them a little tighter. That's all I can think of. So we've got this board here, it's all glued. See, that's pretty, we don't care on the inside. We have that bathtub caulk here. We want this all seamed, just so we know it's sealed. There will be a port back here. Probably just going to be a simple 2-inch hole with some screen on it, because when speakers go like this, the air has to go somewhere. You know, you're pumping the speaker in the box. So we have like a porthole, whatever they call it. Some guys use a tube going in and coming out. We're just going to have a simple hole. We're not into rocket science here. We're just into a stereo for the shop. Starting to wheeze. I'm trying to get over this nasty congestion every time it rains and snows. It starts in my sinuses, goes to my lungs. Trying to get down in here so you can get a little view. Might as well show you in there. Okie dokie. Enough talk. Most of what you're going to see is I'll come back for a little short clip and we'll show you some pictures and stuff of the speakers put in at least one side before the day is over. So stay tuned for a couple more minutes. Okay, we got these installed. Those clips what I was talking about, like they go through the flat metal, like say the back of your car, the old 67, you know, the old cars. You went through the metal and then these were screwed on and there's a hole. The name for these bite. There's a hole right here. Get up there. There's a hole bigger than the screw here and then it's small so the screw fits there. J-clips or body men know what I'm talking about. I thought about maybe putting them in case the screws try to ever come loose, but now, like I said, you're not going to get one back in there. We're not going to worry about it. We're going to take them back out. There you go. That's all we're going to show on this part. We will show this real quick. We might show it in detail later. Here's my back panel. I do have to get some shorter screws to go through this part, so we won't get near the radio or down here near any wiring with the long screws. We have two kinds of antennas. That's called the Motorola type jack, which is that. And here is the short piece. I bought an actual, what do I say that word? I bought another cheap antenna just to get this in. So I wanted $5 to get this in with an extension, like a 5-foot whatever for extend your antenna cable. I just bought another cheap antenna because I'm going to use it. That's just all covered duct tape, cover up my mouth, just to kind of protect it. But we have that running there. There's our power. We got plenty of room to add any other accessories we ever want to add back here. So we'll include that. And we'll snap a little picture of that too maybe. But thanks for watching this episode. We'll be done with this in a few days. But a few days could be, you know, a week before all the videos are posted. But thanks for watching.